Hi everyone, and welcome along to today's video. Saving money on heating. It's all at the top of our list, isn't it? And there's many ways to try and achieve that end. Now, to that way of thinking, I've had a subscriber write to me on what he does to save money on his heating costs. And this is especially really useful if you live in older houses and damp flats, etc. Now, as you all know, damp air is a lot harder to heat up than nice dry air. So obviously you know I'm talking about dehumidifiers. Now this chap lives in a 3-bedroom semi-detached house, 1960s build, and he runs a dehumidifier upstairs for his bedroom, with all the doors open to keep it dry, and one downstairs in the centre of his house to try and keep all the rooms dry down there. But what he does is this: before his central heating is due to come on, he puts the dehumidifiers on a timer, and they come on an hour before the central heating does. Now that's to dry the damp moist air upstairs and downstairs, and then after that time his central heating clicks on. Now because it's warming drier air, it's actually quicker, more efficient, and does save you money. So he's done a lot of experiments with the smart meters on costing it without and with the dehumidifiers to see the saving, and reckons it's pretty considerable because the dehumidifiers are very cheap to run. They're not expensive, so the actual gain is more, especially the colder it gets obviously, and the more you need that central heating. And by the way, he also says that he leaves his central heating running for a good 2 to 3 hours, and in that time he will keep the dehumidifier going also, and has found that just to keep that air dry all the time with the heating running is very beneficial, and he reckons the saving is fairly considerable over a period of time obviously. Now for you that have not got a dehumidifier, obviously you've got to cost that into the saving, so it's going to be a long-term saving. But for those of you that got them already but are not using them, this is a way of trying to make a bit more cost saving on your central heating running costs. Now of course you can leave those dehumidifiers running 24/7, but then you're not making such a cost saving because the electricity used in keeping them running. So this is a fairly good idea, and I think it's worth doing, worth trying, and I'm sure that it will work because I've got a dehumidifier here, and definitely when I run the dehumidifier, and I've got it on now, the heating, it's definitely cheaper, warmer and better than without. I've come in on cold days and forgot to put the dehumidifier on. Usually I have it on a timer, and it hasn't come on, forgotten. I forgot to set it, and I've realised that the heating does seem to take longer to get hot than when the air is dry and I've had the dehumidifier on before I run the central heating. So a simple tip. Now those used obviously with brand new houses, not more than about 5 years old, you probably needn't worry so much because you've got the best insulation. You've probably got not a lot of damp air in there anyway because of the new build, but still beneficial, and still, if you could borrow a dehumidifier, worth testing it against not having one when you run your heating. So there we are, a little tip, worth a try, and anything to save costs this day and age. Let's just all try and keep our finger on the pulse. We want to save money and not give those utility companies as much as we are giving them, Okay, but that's about it. A tip that was sent to me. Thanks very much for that, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Derek from 33. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.